Okay, good afternoon once again and welcome back to the corporate finance class in Unit 3, Chapter 11, Cost of Capital. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Monjari, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so in this class we are going to solve a couple of numerical problems on cost of debt. Okay, there are two types. One is the perpetual debt, the other is perpetual or irredeemable debt, and the other is redeemable debt. So far we have learned about how to calculate cost of perpetual debt or irredeemable debt. Okay, so I remind you, this is we are learning from Unit 3, Long-Term Investment Decision, Chapter 11, Measurement of Cost of Capital. So in the previous class, if you can recall, okay, so we understood that there are different sources of capital. Okay, and the first one we are going to learn is about cost of debt or cost of debentures. Okay, so in debentures there were two types: perpetual debt or irredeemable debt, where the principal amount will not be repaid to the debenture holder. And second type is redeemable debentures, where after certain period, say 10 years or 20 years, the principal amount also will be repaid to the debenture holder. We'll consider that later. So now we are going to the first type of debt, which is perpetual debt. So how specific costs are calculated. Okay, so we learned two equations. Okay, so for cost of perpetual debt, one is KI. KI is a before tax cost of debt, but the effective cost of debt would be after tax cost of debt. So we need KD. So KD is nothing but tax adjusted cost of debt. Okay, so we also learned I is annual interest payment. This is basically the amount of interest. And SV, okay, the sale proceeds of the bond or debenture. And T is the tax rate. Okay, so we are going to consider a simple example where you will be asked to calculate the before tax cost as well as after tax cost of a perpetual debt or irredeemable debt. Okay. So example 11.1, a company has a 10% perpetual debt of 1 lakh rupees. So I repeat, a company has a 10% perpetual debt of 1 lakh rupees. Perpetual means irredeemable. The principal amount will not be repaid to the debenture holder. The tax rate is 35%. Determine cost of capital in two cases, before tax as well as after tax. Okay. If the debentures are issued at par, means at the face value, or 10% discount. If the debentures are issued at 10% discount, it means if the debentures are issued at par, means at its face value, we have to calculate in first case before tax cost as well as after tax cost of this perpetual debt. Second situation, if the debentures are issued at 10% discount, means if the debentures are issued at 10% discount, what will be the, so if the debentures are issued at 10% discount, we have to calculate the before tax as well as after tax cost of debt. Third case or third situation, if the debentures are issued at 10% premium, means, okay, so we have to calculate if that when the debentures are issued at 10% premium, we have to calculate the before tax cost as well as after tax cost of the perpetual debt. Okay, so it is not difficult if all of you are paying attention. Okay, the first, debt issued at par. Debt issued at par. Okay, the debt is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, and the rate of interest is 10%. So here if you look at I, is 10%. 10% of 1 lakh rupees, which is 10,000 rupees. Okay, and the SV is the net sale proceeds. Okay, so since there is no discount or no premium, at its face value, the net sale proceeds or cash inflows will be 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so simply by using the formula before tax cost of debt, KI is equal to I divided by SV, which is 10,000 divided by 1 lakh is equal to 10%. So situation 1, when the debentures are issued, when the debt is issued at par. Situation 1, when the debt is issued at par, the before tax cost KI is 10%. Now, in the same situation, when the debt is issued at par, we have to calculate the after-tax cost of debt, KD, is equal to I divided by SV into 1 minus T. So here again, we know what is I. I is 10% of 1 lakh, which is 1,000 rupees. SV, net sale proceeds of the debt, 1 lakh rupees. Okay. And T is 35%. Okay, it is in percentage. We are going to convert it into decimals. Okay, that is 0.35. Then use the data in the equation. So if you can recall, we'll simplify this equation. I divided by SV into 1 minus T. So what is I divided by SV? Please check here. I divided by SV is nothing but KI. I repeat, I'll simplify this formula. I divided by SV into 1 minus T. Okay. So what is I divided by SV? I divided by SV. So I divided by SV is nothing but KI. And KI, we have already calculated. KI is 10%. Isn't it? KI is 10%. Okay. So we also have I divided by SV. The value of I divided by SV, you need not calculate it once again. It is already calculated above. So it is 10%. So I can rewrite the equation as Ki into 1 minus T. Ki into 1 minus T. So Ki is 10% into 1 minus 0.35. So therefore, I will further simplify. 10% is converted into decimals, which will become 0.15. And the difference between 1 minus 0.35 is 0.65. So it is 0.1 into 0.65 is equal to 0.065, and if you want to convert it into percentage, multiply the result by 100. So the after-tax cost of debt is 6.5%. Okay, so always remember. So one thing you can observe, the after-tax cost of debt is always lower than before tax cost of debt. It is because the interest paid on debt is deducted from the taxable income. It has a tax benefit. That's why the after-tax cost of debt is always lower. Hence, while calculating the weighted cost of capital or cost of capital, only after-tax cost of debt is considered. Okay, so I hope it was simple and easy to understand. Exactly the similar way, we are going to calculate cost of debt in second situation when the debt is issued at 10% discount. Okay. So when the debt is issued at 10% discount. Okay. So before tax cost equation is KI is equal to I divided by SV. So I, we already know it is 10,000 rupees, 10% of 1 lakh rupees. But SV, the net sale proceeds of the debt. Okay. So since the debt is issued at 10% discount, I explained it. So 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 rupees. Okay. So how much money the company is actually going to get? 1 lakh minus 10,000 rupee discounted amount. So the net cash inflows into the company or the capital that is coming into company is only 90,000 rupees. So SV is 90,000 rupees. So I write it here. I divided by SV, 10,000 divided by 90,000 is equal to 11.11% is the before tax cost of debt when the debt is issued at 10% discount. Similarly, I'll go ahead and calculate after tax cost of debt when the debt is issued at 10% discount. So I know how to simplify the formula. I divided by SV is KI into 1 minus T. So we already know KI 11.11%. If I convert it into decimals, it will become 0.1111 into bracket 1 minus T. T is 35% tax rate. So I convert the percentage into decimals, it will become 0.35. So 0.1111 into 1 minus 0.35. If you simplify this, okay, you will get 7.22% as the after tax cost of debt when the debt is issued at 10% discount. Okay, so it is all easy. You need not worry absolutely. Just pay attention and refer to the resources that I'm sharing in Google Classroom as well as through my YouTube video channel. Now situation 3 or case 3, when the debt is issued at 10% premium, we have to calculate the before tax cost as well as after tax cost of debt when the debt is issued at 10% premium, means 10% more than the face value. Okay, the company will get. So when the debt is issued at 10% premium, the interest, as I said, whether the debenture or debt issued at par, premium or discount, interest is always calculated on the face value. Okay, so interest rate is 10%, so 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 rupees. It is going to remain same, so I is 10,000 rupees. Whereas SV, net sale proceeds of the debt, so the debt is issued at 10% premium, 10% of, okay, 1 lakh is 10,000. So how much cash is coming into the company? 1 lakh plus 10,000 premium. So SV, the net sale proceeds or the amount of capital coming into company is 1 lakh 10,000 rupees. But remember, the company will pay interest only on 1 lakh rupees. So SV is 1 lakh 10,000 rupees. So SV is 1 lakh 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 divided by 1 lakh 10,000 is equal to 9.09% is the before tax cost of debt when the debt is issued at 10% premium. Similarly now, so after tax cost of debt, so KI into 1 minus T, we have calculated KI here 9.09. So if we rewrite it into decimals, it will be 0.0909 into 1 minus 0.35. This is tax. So if you simplify it, the answer will be 5.91%. The after tax cost of debt KD is 5.91% when the debt is issued at 10% premium. Okay. So now I hope you have understood it. Okay. And before I go ahead with the cost of redeemable debt, where the principal amount is refunded after certain stipulated period of time. So I will find out if you have any doubts. Then I would like to clarify your doubts first. Okay. So I'm going to unmute you all. Okay. So please remember, those students who do not have any questions, immediately mute your audio. I can hear a lot of noise in the home, TV, okay, family members talking. Okay, so kindly immediately mute your audio if you don't have any questions.
Sir. Hello?
Yes, Sharan, I can hear you. Speak lower, slightly, slowly.
So can you please explain me the first one, like how to issue at the par?
That one? Okay.
Yes.
See, debt issued at par means, okay, the debt is issued at a face value. So face value of the debt is 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So before tax cost, we have already learned the equation in the previous class. KI is equal to I divided by SV. So I means the amount of interest. So 10% is the rate of interest. 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000 rupees. Okay, so I and SV, net sale proceeds of the issue of debt is 1 lakh rupee. The company is raising 1 lakh rupee debt. So exactly 1 lakh rupees coming into company. So 10,000 divided by 1 lakh is 10%. Okay, or 10,000 divided by 1 lakh, whatever answer you get, multiply that by 100. So you'll get the cost of debt in percentage. Then we have learned the second equation. After tax cost, KD is equal to I divided by SV into 1 minus T. So if I simplify this formula, I divided by SV into 1 minus T, by knowing, if I know the value, I divided by SV is nothing but I divided by SV is nothing but Ki. I have already found Ki. So I'll rewrite the equation. Instead of writing I divided by SV, Ki, okay, into 1 minus T. So Ki already I have found it 10%. So 10% into 1 minus T is, tax rate is 35%. So 1 minus 0.35. So I will rewrite the 10% also into decimals 0.1 into 1 minus 0.35. 1 minus 0.35 is 0.65. If you multiply 0.1 into 0.65, okay, so you'll get 0.065, multiply that by 100 to get the cost of capital in terms of percentage, which is 6.5%. Okay, Sharan? Sharan, is it okay? Sharan, can you hear me? Sharan, can you hear me?
Sir, from where did we get this 10%, sir? So can you go a bit above?
You joined late. It is from
So
this
yes,
problem.
this. Okay, fine, sir.
Okay, and see, recorded video also will be there, and I will share this document. Okay, I'm just adding some more problems to it. I will
Okay,
share
sir.
this document also. Okay, good.
Okay,
I
sir.
hope I clarified your doubt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next question, please. Next question. So other students, okay, was it easy for you to understand? Okay, so I hope it was easy for you to understand. Then I'm going to mute you all again, and I'll continue with how to compute cost of redeemable debt. And if you have any queries later also, you can please call me. Feel free to call me and clarify your doubts. Okay, so this is what we learned now, how to calculate cost of perpetual debt or irredeemable debt. I repeat, irredeemable means the principal amount of the debenture will not be refunded to the debenture holder. Now we'll go to the second type of debt or debentures. Cost of redeemable debt means, if I say 10%, okay, a debenture, 100 rupee debenture with 10% interest for 10 years. It means face value of the debenture is 100 rupees and the debenture holder is entitled to, the debenture holder is entitled to receive 10% interest each year on 100 rupees, and at the end of 10th year he or she will also get the 100 rupee refund. So in such a case, cost of redeemable debt, where the principal amount is repaid after certain period of time, as mentioned in the debenture certificate. So how to calculate cost of redeemable debt? In case of most of the redeemable debt, in addition to the interest payments, repayment of principal has also to be taken into account. Okay, because refund of, okay, principal amount, okay, is a cash outflow for the company. So that is the reason why in case of cost of redeemable debt, in addition to the interest payments every year, repayment of principal also has to be taken into account. So in this equation, we are going to consider the repayment of principal as well. We are going to incorporate that element into the equation. So when the principal is repaid in one lump sum, okay. So when the principal is repaid in one lump sum means single amount at the end of 10th year in my example. So we write the equation like KD, cost of redeemable debt, is equal to I into bracket 1 minus T bracket complete plus into bracket small f plus small p plus PR minus PI bracket complete divided by NM whole divided by RV plus SV divided by 2. Now let us see what is each component of this equation. So I is annual interest payment in rupees. RV is redeemable value of debenture. SV, okay. See, like SV, net sale, the way, okay, debentures are issued at par, discount, or premium. Okay, debentures also may be redeemed accordingly. So RV is the redeemable value of the debenture. SV is net sale proceeds from issue of debentures. We learned in the previous problem, debentures can be issued at par, premium, or discount. NM is term of debt in terms of number of years. Small f is flotation cost, some costs incurred, some expenses incurred while issuing debentures. Small d is a discount on issue of debentures, if any. PI is premium on issue of debentures, if any, given in the problem, only then. PR is a premium on a redemption of debentures. PR is a premium on redemption of debentures. So the principal amount cannot be discounted, okay, during the repayment, but a company may decide to give some premium on the redemption of the debentures. So that is a PR. So D, PI and PR only if given in the problem we are going to consider. And T is tax rate. Okay, so this was simple. Okay, so we'll go ahead and consider a small example and we learn how to compute cost of redeemable debt using this equation. Okay. Okay, so who is drawing again? Sharon, is there any, can you speak? Please, Sharon, please unmute your audio. Talk to me. Sharon, can you hear me?
Sir, I can hear you, but I can't speak until you unmute me, sir.
Okay, okay. I have kept that control from my end. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll
Yes.
do that next time. Now, see, somebody is drawing. Okay, so can we make out who does it?
Sir, no, sir. There is a like. I guess you gave permission to someone to remote control, sir.
Okay. So I have
Because
to.
if I want to draw now, sir, like I need to request you something. See, I had sent a request. Can you receive that request which I sent you right now? Like,
Where is the request?
so it will come on the screen itself.
Screen
I have
itself.
resent that. Yes,
This
sir.
one. Okay. So what should I say? Approve.
If you say approve, then only I can draw the I can make those drawings, sir.
But
So I
nobody.
guess,
But nobody has
so I
asked
guess
that.
by mistake, if someone had been asked before, like before knowing all those things,
Okay, I'll
if you
just
could
check.
have approved, yes,
Okay,
sir.
but
And
anyway.
whatever you thought, whatever you thought, no, sir, we couldn't see those on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So can you reteach that, because we couldn't see what all formulas you taught us, sir. No one could see it, sir.
Okay, then see, in that case, I will see, you can see it in the video. Okay, or
Okay,
you
sir.
can also, I will send the document today itself. Okay, though it is incomplete,
Okay,
but
sir.
I'll send the document. It will be clear there. Huh?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay then. Okay. So I'll go ahead to the next type now. So cost of redeemable debt. Okay, I'm going to unmute you, mute you now. Okay. So we learned in brief about what is redeemable debt, and now we are going to learn the cost of how to compute the cost of redeemable debt. Okay. So this is the case where principal is repaid in lump sum. Lump sum means single amount at one instance. So a company issues 10% debentures of 1000 rupee face value. Okay. A company issues new 10% debentures of 1000 rupee face value to be redeemed after 10 years. So the principal amount will be repaid by the company to the debenture holder at the end of 10th year. The debenture is expected to be sold at 5% discount. Okay. It means the debenture will be issued at a 5% discount, and it will also involve flotation costs of 5% of face value. So face value is 1000 rupee. So 5% of that 50 rupees will be the flotation costs. The company's tax rate is 35%. Okay, so what would be the cost of debt? What would be the cost of debt? So we'll use the equation KD is equal to I into bracket 1 minus T bracket complete plus into bracket small f plus small d plus PR minus PI bracket complete divided by NM whole divided by RB plus SV divided by 2. Now I is annual interest payment. So the face value of the debenture is 1000 rupees. The rate of interest is 10%. So 10% of 1000 is 100 rupees. So I hope it is simple. RV, redeemable value of debentures. The debentures will be issued redeemed at par, means the principal amount will be repaid at par. Hence it will be 1000 rupees itself. Remember, the debentures can be redeemed at a premium also. The company may pay certain extra amount on 1000 rupees as well, but in this case it is not there. SV is net sale proceeds from issue of debentures. So we are going to calculate it. So SV is net sale proceeds from issue of debentures. What is given in the problem? The debentures, okay, the debentures is expected to be sold at 5% discount. Means the debentures will be issued at 5% discount, and it will also involve flotation cost of 5% of the face value. So this amount has to be deducted in order to arrive at SV, that is net sale proceeds from issue of debentures. So in order to find out SV, we need to have face value of debt minus discount minus issue expenses. Okay, so 1000 rupees the face value, and it is issued at 5% discount or sold at 5% discount. So 5% of 1000 is 50 rupees. So 5% of 1000 is 50 rupees. Also, there are flotation costs incurred while issuing the debenture, which is 5%. So 5% of 1000 is 50 rupees. So here what we write, 1000 rupee face value minus 50 rupee discount amount plus 50 rupee issue expense, total 100 rupee the company is going to lose. So 1000 minus 100 is equal to 900 rupee is the net sale proceeds from issue of debenture. Okay, so 900 rupees SV. NM is a term of debt which is 10 years, simple and straight. F is a flotation cost 5%. D is a discount on issue of debentures 5%. PI is a premium on issue of debenture. It is not given in the problem. PR, premium on redemption of debentures. It is not given in the problem. So we need not incorporate these two into equation. P is tax rate at 35%. Okay. So once we fill the data once we fill the equation with the data, so this is I 100, I is 100 rupees into bracket 1 minus 0.35 plus into bracket, since we don't have PI or premium, okay. So discount plus flotation cost 50 plus 50 rupees. Rupees we are going to consider divided by 10. NM is 10, term of the debt 10 years, whole divided by, okay, yeah, RV. Okay, so remember what is RV? RV is redeemable value of debentures 1000 rupees. RV, redeemable value of debentures 1000 rupees plus SV, net sale proceeds from issue of debentures 900 rupees. It is all there in the above page, which already we have learned, divided by 2. Once you simplify all this, okay, so here, and once you simplify further, okay, so the answer will 75 divided by 950. The answer will be 0.0789. So if you multiply this, okay, by 100, you will convert this into cost of capital into a rate, that is percentage. So 0.0789 into 100, you will get 7.89. You can round it off 89, go to the next digit, okay, convert this 8 into next digit, which will become 9. So 7.9% is the cost of redeemable debt. Okay. So equation is simple. The only thing, a lot of data is there which you need to find out properly. So all this data you need to find out properly till here. So if you identify the data properly, prepare that list, then you have to incorporate the data into equation. And further, I have seen in previous year some students even, okay, they make mistakes in simplifying this. See, this is all your high school level mathematics, if you can recall, arithmetic. Okay, so you need to brush up that. You need to know how to simplify, okay, this type of small mathematical problems. So if you simplify it properly, you will arrive at the right answer. Some students do everything right, but they make mistake while simplifying. Please remember this. Okay, so I'm going to unmute you all. So if you have any questions, you can ask again.
So can you go a bit up?
Okay.
A bit. So yes. So this, you told this 50/50 is of floating charges plus discount charges, no sir?
Yes, of 1000 rupees, 5% of
Okay.
1000. Okay. Next question. Next question. Okay.